Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Jay Gonzalez. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing men going their own ways. Why is this happening? What's the reason behind it? You know what time it is, folks? Let's get controversial. Welcome back to the show. And this topic is coming all the way from Bronx, New York. And it's coming from Natalie Crespo. And she says, what is going on with men in this going their own way movement? What's the reason behind it? Please elaborate. Well, first off, Natalie, thank you very much for submitting the topic to the show. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to give you 5 reasons. 5 reasons why men are going their own way. All right? Some of you guys may not agree with these reasons, but some might think that I'm right on point with this. Number 1, marriage and the sanctity of marriage. If you ask men about marriage or even getting married, 7 out of 10 will say, why? Why would I want to get married? What's the point? See, men have realized that the deck is not dealt in their favor, that the current laws, whether it be in divorce court, whether it be in family court, favors women. And it favors women to the point that it becomes almost beneficial for her to walk away, for her to divorce you. See, most men, we know someone who lost it all. And when I mean all, from the house to the car to even the kids. And they find themselves realizing that it's just not worth it and that the risk is far too great. All right? See, marriage is really not meant for men. Okay? And men are starting to realize this. They also find out that they can still date. They can still have sex. They can still have kids. They can still play house. They can still have years with a good woman living together, okay? Pair bond together. They don't need the government deciding who gets what if things go wrong, okay? So I get it. If you're extremely religious, if it's part of your culture, if it's part of your family, and if you got a good woman that you're dating and you want to get married, hey, you know what? I wish you nothing but the best. But most men don't want to be part of that 83%. And that 83% is 83% of all divorces are filed by women. Okay? They don't want to be part of that statistic. So they just rather, get out of it, the whole marriage aspect of it, and not have to deal with it. They rather protect themselves. Okay? And you can't really blame men. Most of this is y'all fault, ladies. So, number 2, lack of traditional women. Oh, boy, this is going to piss some women off. Now, I get it. We are living in a different time. Times have changed. In some cases, roles have even changed. Now, the problem is that women are expecting men to remain with their traditional values, yet they can't be traditional themselves. Whether it be paying on dates, paying on first dates, opening car doors, pulling chairs, defending their honor, whether it be in public, social media, whatever. Men do these type of things. Yet women these days can't cook or won't cook. Women these days can't even sew a button on a shirt or even iron a shirt if you paid them. Some women are lazy. Some women don't like to keep a tidy house. Some women don't even like to clean their cars. They think that it's okay to be sexual, whether it be in the streets, in revealing clothes, or on social media twerking, okay? And the worst part is, women these days, and honestly, this is by far one of the worst attributes about modern dating. Women these days think that it's okay to be dating someone, to be in a so-called committed relationship, yet still talks to other men on the side. Whether those men be on social media blowing up your DM or whatever the case may be, she still has a plan B in case things don't work out with you. This is a major red flag. A major red flag, fellas. Okay? And it's almost like they lack shame or respect. And in some cases, even tell you, I have men wanting to date me. But since I'm with you, I'm not dating them. Okay? But yet you don't want to take me out. But they're willing to take me out. All right? If a woman sits there and tells you that, she is letting you know flat out, there are other men on the bench. There are other men on the sideline. And honestly, if you don't start taking me out more or spending more money on me or whatever the case may be, then I'm going to go ahead and weigh out those options. She has no respect for you. She has no respect for you. These are the type of women that sit there and will be on their phone when they're a couple inches away from you. That'll sit there and get their DMs blown up at all hours of night, 2, 3 in the morning. And let me tell you something, fellas. That Facebook Messenger, it hits different when you're with your girl, okay? And if your girl just looks at it, chuckles, or pays no mind to it, or whatever the case may be, and she gives you some bullshit excuse like, oh no, it's just I'm in a group chat. Oh, it's just, my girl's sending me little funny memes. Whatever. You cannot tell me that you cannot mute Facebook Messenger. You can. You want to hear it. You want to hear those alerts. And it's very disrespectful when you do that. So, I get it as part of women's hypergamous nature, all right? But if she wants to keep her options open and replace you in a heartbeat if she meets the so-called better man, then don't waste your time with her. Don't waste your time, fellas. Number 3, women these days aren't dating for potential. They are dating for expectations. For example, modern women these days, the man has to make a certain amount. He has to be a certain height. He has to have a certain type of job. He has to drive a certain type of car. Okay? And of course, he has to have some type of social status. We are living in a time where it is acceptable for a woman to ask a man, hey, how much money do you make? How disrespectful is that? Yet, God forbid if a man will sit there and ask, hey, what's your body count? Women would lose their mind. So men find themselves saying, why would I bother trying to get in a serious relationship with the woman, okay, if inside he feels like his $60K salary is not enough for her? And that she will always be looking for more. So men just don't want to feel used and just, back out of it completely 100%. Number 4, men just aren't approaching women anymore, especially when they're in a group of women. Whether it be at a bar, a club, work, church, doesn't matter, okay? See, the problem is that too many women love shaming and embarrassing men when they attempt to approach them. And in some cases, even put it on social media to make a mockery out of them. So men go through this type of things, traumatized, and they say to themselves, nope, no more. I'm not approaching women anymore. I'm not trying to look thirsty. I'm not trying to look like a stalker, okay? This can also happen at work. So they check out the approaching game altogether. They just don't want to deal with it. Number 5. Now, number 5, fellas, although you don't want to admit it sometimes, it has to be said. Number 5, finances. Now, understand, ladies, these days, you women love to go to nice, fancy restaurants, love to order the most expensive things on the menu. Now, if you're an attractive woman, without a doubt, you have no problem, okay, going on 4 to 5 dates a week. Now, when you do the math, 4 to 5 dates a week at around 100, 150 a pop, you're looking at over $2,000 a month invested on dates alone. Men can't do that. If men went on that many dates, okay, you're looking at around $2,000 a month or more, all right? Times are hard right now. Rent is expensive. Inflation is up the wazoo. Taxes are ridiculous. Living in a city is expensive. And some men, most men, are living check to check. They aren't trying to waste it on dates that go nowhere. Dates that can set you back and now you're behind on your bills. Women don't pay attention to the amount that he spent from the moment he picked her up to the moment he dropped her off. They don't look at the fact that, oh, wait, he bought a bottle. That's about $60. Oh, he brought me some flowers. That's around $30-$40. Oh, he took me out to dinner. That's around $80. Oh, then we went to the movies. That's around another $40-$50. It all adds up. So at the end of the day, you're looking at around $150-$200. Okay? So some men, because of that, like to mix it up. Stay home, watch a movie, order in. and use the money for better things that may or may not involve her. Sometimes it's just catching up on your bills just to be able to do it again. So ladies, please try to understand that if a man asks you out, he's not looking to take you out if you're still talking to other men, especially if you made that clear to him, okay, that you got other men in the sideline that want to date you, that are waiting their turn, but right now it's your turn. They don't want to hear that. So there you have it, Natalie. Those of you guys watching, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Did I miss anything? Should I do a part 2? Okay. Remember, like and subscribe to the channel. Share the video. And until the next one, I'm your host, Jay Gonzalez. And remember, keep it controversial. Peace out.